Heart-pounding drag racing returns to Cordova Dragway. The 69th Annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World Series of Drag Racing. August 25th through 27th, Cordova, Illinois. Heart-pounding power. Nitro top fuel dragsters. Funny cars. Plus, fire-breathing jet cars. Ground-pounding pro mods. More. The World Series is back like it used to be at Cordova. The O'Reilly Auto Parts World Series of Drag Racing. August 25th through 27th, Cordova Dragway. Discount tickets at participating O'Reilly Auto Parts, the official auto parts store of Cordova Dragway.
Well, I recently purchased this property here on Church and John Street, and I'm a sculptor by profession, and I've been actually I cut my teeth on snow. That's how I started my whole sculpting profession and everything. I was out in the yard and built a snowman, and rather than a snowman, I built a Saturday morning cartoon Smurf. I don't know if you remember the Smurfs from way back when. And people were going by, honking their horns and giving the thumbs up, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. So I continued. So every snowfall from that point on, and if you remember back when the Smurfs were, that's how many years it's been, I'd go out and build a snow sculpture of some sort. And so, I don't know, I used to do cartoon characters a lot.
And then how old were you at that point?
Oh, geez, my 30s probably. And I thought,
30-year-old man sculpting Smurfs in the yard?
Yes,
okay.
That's how that went. And Sesame Street characters and dinosaurs and whatever else. But I was doing cartoon characters a lot, and that seemed to entertain people. But then I thought, I want to get more serious about this, and because from the snow, I started doing things in other materials like clay, like, plaster, etc. And I thought it'd be great to do something that was more serious, get more and more into the, the classics, with especially the human form. I love the human body. And so I was hitting the books. That was back before the computers were out and everything. So I was hitting the books in the library to see the masters, how they did like hair treatment, or how do they do a human eye in a statue. And so I was just doing the best I could to duplicate it in clay until I got it. And then people would say, wow, how did you do that? Well, then I knew I was on the right track. So then, but then I started incorporating that into that knowledge into the snow as well. And so I was able to do the human form and human faces and, the whole bit. And I started competing. Well, I was doing all this in my front yard in Arlington Heights, where I'm from. I lived there almost 30 years. And somebody told me about this competition in Rockford, and this is probably in the 1990s. And I'd never heard of it. And so I found out that you had to have a three-person team. Well, where are you going to find snow sculptors and whatever? So I was able to get a friend of mine who's a photographer to help out, and we got third place that first year out of like 15 teams. And when I went there, boy, was that an eye-opener, because they had tools there I'd never seen before. Most of them were homemade, but boy, it was just a godsend that I was able to now use these tools to get even better, sharper, crisper lines and deeper cuts and whatever. And the other thing too, though, is that in my yard, I have to build the snow up. I have to gather it with a wheelbarrow or whatever and build it up from scratch. Whereas when you go to the competitions, there's a block of snow waiting for you. It's 10 feet tall, 6 feet by 6 feet. So it's more of a subtraction process. I was used to, building it up and adding and subtracting where you needed to. But boy, it was a different animal. I had to get used to that. So, but anyway, so I've my team has taken first place twice in Rockford at the Mississippi Park. And this year, though, I wasn't able to get up a team to sculpt there. I wanted to, but my teammates, one of them retired. Another, the girl that we had got pregnant, so she wasn't able to come. And so I thought, I had this property that I just purchased here on Church and John. And I thought I would go ahead and go solo this year and do some sculptures. So this is the first one, is a mermaid. Got some other ones in mind, so you'll probably see those around. Depending on the snow.
What kind of feedback are you getting from passersby?
Oh, it's really interesting. I don't know if all of Rockford is like this, but everybody's friendly, and they give the thumbs up. They honk their horns as they go by, and we got neighbors here that give me hot chocolate and chili, and it's just a fun fest. It's just everybody seems to like what I do. So to me, it's a kind of a shared experience. I get just as much happiness and joy out of people reacting to it in the way they do as they do, looking at my pieces. So, it's a shared experience in that way.